My name is Elliot. I'm going to pull a card out of this box at random, which is a business lesson, and I'm going to share it with you today. And this card says the stakeholder matrix. This is a business theory that we teach on the degree and master's studies at the university I work at. And the stakeholder matrix is what you'd expect. It's like 4 squares like that in a grid. And down the left-hand side, it says power and influence. And across the bottom, it says interest. And what we are trying to do is work out exactly who our actions affect and impact. We plot them on. So let's say I've got a new idea. I'm going to launch a new product and it's, I don't know, let's say it's interrupting some sector in electronics. That has a wider impact than just my employees and how much they have to work. It impacts on customers, it impacts on stakeholders, it impacts on competitors, suppliers. It has a wide reaching ripple effect. And I have to think about these things because there will be a reaction. If I take an action, there is always a reaction in business. And I want to make sure that that doesn't come back and hurt me. And so I start plotting them on and I have different strategies. So if someone has high power and influence on what I'm about to do, and they have a high interest in that happening, I must make sure that I manage those people closely, the good ones and the bad ones, because they can change things. They can stop me. They can hurt me in business terms. So I work out who these people might be. They might be a competitor. There might be one single supplier with a lot of influence, high power, high interest in what I'm about to do. It will affect them as well as me. Well, they might do something mean. They might publish some press release against me, or they might stop supplying me. Don't like that. Need to manage them. I need to manage them closely. Let's take a different type of stakeholder. Let's say one has high power, but they don't really care what I'm doing. They have a low interest. We plot them in that part of the grid. Do I care about them? Yeah, I care about everyone because everybody has external influence, can stop me, can affect me, can make things harder in terms of being successful. I just have to keep those people satisfied. I don't have to watch them closely and manage them closely and keep those relationships going because they don't really care. They're unlikely, because they have low interest, to do anything against me. So I just keep them satisfied. That's probably just keeping them informed. Then I have this thing where people have low influence and low power in ability to do things for me, but they're really interested in what I'm doing. There might be someone who's in the same sector or a student or something like that, right? I just keep them informed. I don't really care. Can you see how it's a hierarchy? I mean, most people say a hierarchy like that. I put mine like that, right? Which is at the top of people I really care about. They can really stop me and influence what I'm doing. Down the bottom, I don't really care. And so someone who has low power and influence on my actions and they have no interest in what I'm doing, I don't really care. They just monitor them. I never take my eye off people because stakeholders in the stakeholder matrix can stop me being successful. If they are high power and highly interested in what I'm about to do because they care about what that means for them, I manage them closely. If they're low power and influence and have no interest, I don't really care. I'll just watch you, just in case you move from one box to another and actually become very interested. It's a useful tool. It means I can prioritize my actions and my strategies based on who the stakeholders are, the external people who are impacted from my own business actions.